Hey everybody, it's Luke with Figure Me Out. Today we've got Marvel Legends Spider-Woman from the Molten-Man wave of action figures. And taking a look at the packaging, we've got a nice window box there with a giant chunk of Molten-Man and a tiny Spider-Woman. Over on the side here, we've got a nice picture. Same thing on the other side, exact same picture. On the top, we've got the Spider-Man logo. I think that's the comic one or the video game one. And then on the bottom, we've got a bunch of words. On the back, we've got a read-up of Spider-Woman. If you want to read that, go ahead and give it a pause right now. Otherwise, join me over in the light box and we'll take a closer look at the figure. Taking a closer look here at the Build-A-Figure piece, this is the back, I believe, of the back. And it does have a really good gold and molten look. The more I look at these, the more excited I am to build Molten Man. I think that's really cool looking, very unique. And that clips into the inside here. I don't know if I can go ahead and put that on or not. I'm going to hold off though for when we put the whole thing together, but it looks like it just snaps in there. And again, more of that same paint. I do like that translucent orange on the inside. I feel like that's going to be a really cool glowy effect. But taking a look at the figure herself, and first off, she comes with an accessory. It's like a little web kind of thing coming from her hand. I do like that they sculpt the hand in here, and it's the same kind of shape as the hand that's already on her. It's one of those little whippy hands they have for the female figures, and it looks really good. So, and this is a pretty cool effect. I like that spider webbing. It's almost got like a silver dry brushing on it, which looks really good. Gives it kind of a sheen and a shine. It looks awesome. Taking a look at the figure herself, and paint's pretty clean. Missed a couple of spots, one on the chest here. I think there's one on the navel, and then I think I had one on the back. Yeah, I've kind of got a little bit of scuffing on the back, but I've been kind of messing around with her for a day or so. So that may be on me. Hair looks really good. There's definitely a lot of different colors going on in there. Definitely a couple washes going in. Eyes are clean enough. Mouth looks really good. There is a little bit of a difference between the top of the leg here and the bottom in paint. I don't know if it's kind of hard to see on camera, but this is cast in white and then painted black, whereas this is just cast in black. It's a little bit of a difference, not too noticeable, and that is pretty clean for the most part. Looking at the feet, not really anything going on down there. Peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So, looks good overall. Good looking figure. Let's go ahead and take her out of the light box and start talking about some articulation. 3, 2, 1. And talking about articulation here, we do get side to side on the neck. It is a little bit inhibited by the hair, but you can lean it down and you can get a full rotation if you wanted to. You do the Exorcist if you want to. Buries her chin in her chest. That looks really good. And again, that hair kind of gets in the way as far as looking up. She can look up a little bit though. At the shoulders, the arms go out pretty far, pretty good. Full rotation, single jointed elbow, no bicep cut, single jointed elbow, and there is rotation at the elbow. It comes in right at about 90 degrees. At the wrists, they hinge down, they hinge up, and they do have a pivot. One thing to note is that on this alternate hand, there is no wrist hinge. So it's just a straight swivel. So you can't hinge it up and down. All it does is, and I'll show you here. So we take that off and pop this on. No hinge. No hinge or anything. All it is just straight swivel, which I guess is fine. I mean, it looks good how it is, and you can bend the elbow a little bit and get that going out if you want to. Anyway, at the top of the torso, there is one of those floaty joints that goes left and right and forward the smallest amount. It does go back pretty good though. Back really good. So that's nice. No waist. Hips go out. Some. They kick forward pretty good actually. Go back pretty good. Yeah, pretty good amount back. Upper thigh swivel. Double jointed knee goes in pretty good. And then at the feet, they are hinged to go down. They go up. And there is a crazy ankle rocker pivot. For a size comparison, here she is next to some other strong independent Spider-Womens who don't need no Spider-Mans. We've got Spider-Girl, another Spider-Woman, Spider-Gwen, and Mary Jane there. And I think she scales pretty well, I don't know how tall she's supposed to be in comparison to the rest of these, but they look good together. And here she is next to a few Spider-Mens. We've got the, obviously the Tom Holland here on the right, Marvel Legends. We've got the Marvel Select right there. We've got the Spider-Man Noir, and then the Mezco 112 Black Suit Spider-Man there on the left. And I think she scales pretty well with these. Definitely best with the Legend scale. Definitely best with the comic-based figures is what they kind of, obviously this is a comic-based Legend scale figure, so they're going to scale good with comic-based Legend scale figures. Go figure. Finally, here she is next to the Mezco 112 Collective Iron Man and the McFarlane Toys Skull Trooper from the Fortnite wave of action figures. So that's it. That's the Marvel Legends Spider-Woman from the molten-man wave. What'd you guys think? I think it's a pretty cool figure. She's been living on my coffee table for a bit, and she's probably going to go up on the spider shelf here in a little while. But I think it's fun. It's, you know, she poses around really well. I like that accessory that she came with. It just looks really cool. It's very photogenic too. It looks awesome in photos. And you know, she's just a good-looking female figure. So definitely worth checking out. What'd you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Hit like, hit subscribe. Check me out over on Instagram, Luke_figuremeout at Instagram.com. And in the meantime, happy collecting.